Hi, travelers. Welcome to Aperture Adventures and Company. My name is Jonathan Yim, and I'm here to help you plan your next big trip. Once you've picked your destination, now it's time to do the research, the nitty-gritty of understanding where you want to stay, what you want to eat, and what you want to do. A lot of my friends always ask, John, why do you love trip planning? It's so boring, so tedious, you're always just researching and reading. I personally actually love this part. I personally think this is almost 50% of the experience itself because you actually understand the context and add value before you actually set foot in that city or country. So without further ado, I'm going to show you 3 must-use websites that I use personally for trip planning. So the first website I'm going to share with you is actually timeanddate.com. As simple as it sounds, it's actually a great website to use. Originally founded in 1998 by a Norwegian, this is now the new institution for actually just doing and seeing all the dates and times around the world. So I use this a lot to understand some of the holidays in countries, states, religions, and territories of where you're actually going to visit. So specifically for South America, for example, there are a lot of religious holidays. You want to make sure that sometimes you don't land on these holidays or you want to plan around these holidays so you don't miss out on days. You can also use the feature of sunrises and sunsets. So as a photographer, it's a great tool to understand where you're going to be, what you want to do during these times, understanding time zones, especially when you're traveling. And this actually right here is actually very useful when you have friends around the world and you just want to have a Skype call with them, just to understand what time zone they're in. So overall, this is a very useful website just to understand the lay of the land before you get there, useful background information of their dates, times, and calendars, and all that other good stuff. The next website I'm going to share with you is actually Reddit. So Reddit is a very powerful user community. It started in, I think, 2005. Now actually one of the world's most visited websites. So there's a lot of forums in here. This is basically a community of users on a variety of topics. So in that top search bar here in Reddit, feel free to type in a location. If you're not familiar with Reddit, feel free to type in Google Reddit and Toronto, for example. And that will bring you to a number of subreddits here where you can click on it and you type in visiting Toronto and there'll be a list. I'll be guaranteeing you a ton of information on there. And sometimes this is a little bit more useful than your typical TripAdvisor because this is more a local experience and tips and suggestions. Last but not least, I'm actually going to share with you Meetup.com. I personally use this because I love traveling and meeting new people. This was originally a website created in 2002 as a startup, but now is owned by WeWork. And what this is it organizes communities of similar interests based on location. So for example, I'm personally right now in Vancouver, British Columbia, and my radius is set of 5 miles. As you can see, there's a little difference in the metric system there. And then as well as the theme or the topics of interest that I want to meet people in. So for example, I love to do outdoor adventures and hikes. So I'm going to click on this and I'll actually bring you to a number of groups that have individuals joined the same common interest. So whichever city you go to, I always highly recommend you to check out a Meetup event. People are always very welcoming. They're always well organized. And I guarantee you're going to meet some people that you can hang out with afterwards or actually go on an adventure. So there's a lot of great resources and people on meetup.com. So overall, I just want to thank you very much for watching this video. What are some of the websites that you use for travel research? Do you think these are helpful? What other websites and videos do you want to see me share or use? And I'll give you more information about that. So hey, adventures await, and I'll talk to you soon. Take care.